What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Hardwood Hangout. I'm Josh Means, your host. Some of you may be wondering what happened after the last time. The last time you saw me, I was getting my ass kicked by Alvin Duke so badly that I was paralyzed from the waist down. And it made me not want to continue the podcast. But I love basketball so much, I was like, you know what? Let's get out there and let's start a wheelchair basketball podcast. No, you know what? I don't like it. We're gonna take that out. All right.
I like the Alvin put me in a wheelchair part.
Yeah, that was fun. Whatever. We'll fix it in post. Welcome to episode 3, Hardwood Hangout. I'm Josh Means. Joining me, Avery Dauer.
It's me.
Up-and-coming comic. You've been doing it a year now?
Yeah, just a year was August 3rd.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. You just hit a year. One of my favorite up-and-coming roast battlers in the entire world.
Thank you.
Also, huge basketball head.
Yeah.
I feel like we bonded over our love of roast battle and basketball.
Yeah.
And so I've always wanted to have you on the podcast since we did that. And you played wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, starting when I was 6 or 7 years old. There's a program in Berkeley called the Bay Area Outreach and Recreation Program, and they provide recreation for people with disabilities. And they used to have a youth team. They don't anymore, but we've since split off. But yeah, I started when I was 6, and I played every week for 3 to 6 hours till I was about 18. The NWBA is the organization that, that's the reason why the WNBA is called the WNBA, because we took the correct grammatical.
NWBA?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because they had basketball for people in wheelchairs before women, which is silly.
Well, one of them's entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them, you guys put up numbers.
Yeah. And so there's competition for youth, and that's co-ed, and then it goes up to club levels of competition, and there's college and international play and the Paralympics, and there's you can play professionally in Europe and stuff, so people do make money off of it. But yeah, it was great for me for a very long time. I had a weird relationship with it, as I think a lot of people do with sports, where maybe I didn't get as much as I wanted out of it. But I got recruited by the University of Arizona. I almost went and played. Decided I didn't want to do that and went to film school, which is a 180. But
we've all. I think everybody that has those dreams of being an athlete also has that realization of all right, what am I going to pivot to? And
it is a better path for white guys with hoop dreams.
Oh, absolutely.
Wheelchair basketball is a much smoother time. But yeah, it's a great sport. It's great for especially young kids with disabilities to get out of the house and meet other kids with disabilities, and that's kind of where I developed my sense of humor around disabilities, because we're all just shitting on each other all the time for our disabilities. There would be one kid that's all fucking curled up and fucking idiot, and that's kind of what I do on stage now. And we would freak people out. People would hear us talking to each other and then be like, "Oh no,"
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I got what I want to do with comedy.
That's awesome.
Say.
That's that is a great proving ground. I feel like every comedian has those, that group that they were friends with that just made fun of them relentlessly. They made fun back, and that's kind of what shapes our comedic chops.
Yeah.
So that's fun to hear. That's where that was honed for you.
Yeah.
You've always been a big basketball fan. You're the Warriors fan?
Yeah, Warriors fan.
Had too many Warriors fans on every episode, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Artie's not
Artie's a Warriors fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he from the city or is he from here?
He's from Vallejo.
Oh, okay. So
he reps the Bay.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to grow up in the Warriors heyday era of all the championships and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. How old are you?
I'm 20. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was spoiled with like back-to-back. The Giants were super good, and then the Warriors were super good, and then the Niners were good, and then they were bad, and then they were good again.
Oh my God! When I was a kid, my team was getting screwed over by a ref that's in prison still, so the Lakers could win a championship.
Yeah.
You don't even remember that. You weren't even born yet.
I do have a Vlade Divac rookie card.
Hell yeah.
No.
Who's your favorite player? Because
Andre Iguodala.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that answer. He was my favorite non-King for a few seasons. When he was on the Nuggets, like the Sixers and then the Nuggets, there was one season after the Nuggets where he's like signed a deal with Sacramento and then backtracked to go sign with the Warriors, and it was really what like everybody said was that he was doing it to get a little more money from Golden State.
Yeah.
And it's like I get that, but like you broke my heart, Iggy. You being next to Boogie and Rondo would have been.
It would have made Boogie stay.
Yes. I would have. Andre Iguodala was one of my favorite players. I love those players that kind of do a little bit of everything.
He also went to Arizona. I was going to try to wear his jersey number, but that got taken. And when I got my jersey number, I was like, fuck.
Okay. What was your number?
I started off as 8, but we play college rules.
You had to switch to 24 when you raped somebody?
Yeah. They let me get away with it. They caught me real easy. No, but we play college rules, so the refs have to be able to display the number on one hand. In NCAA
that makes
rules.
Sense.
So then I was 8, and then I switched to 35.
And then
when we signed Durant, I was like, I'm gonna get
35. Yeah.
So I switched to that, and I was 35 till I retired.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dang, you grew up now. You're in your childhood. I was gonna say, what are some like key moments that you remember from like watching the NBA, either going to a game or just watching?
Yeah, I haven't been to any like crazy games in person, but when the Warriors won the 2016 finals, there's this family camp for San Francisco residents called Camp Mather. That's like down by the reservoir. Like you do a lottery and like a bunch of families make it in every year and you can go take a trip. And they were like a very no screens kind of place. But then everyone was leaving the camp to go to a bar to watch the Warriors play, so they decided to put it on.
Hilarious. They don't want to lose everybody.
Yeah. We all watched the 2016 finals in like the woods.
That's awesome.
In a little
that was the Game 7 they lost.
Yeah.
I watched that from an Applebee's. That was not as fun. Still fun, but not quite. Definitely a weird place to watch it from. I feel like I remember like every game from that series, like where I was. That was such a fun series.
One of the times that they beat the Thunder in the conference finals when they were down huge, and then I forget what year
it was that season.
It was that season. Yeah, it was another game. We were watching it at a bar with my friend's dad, and he was like, "Man, if the Warriors win, I'll buy you guys a unicorn." And so then the Warriors won, and like a month later, I get this package in the mail, and it's like a stuffed unicorn.
That's cool.
And so I still have it. It's a little silly thing.
That's fun.
But yeah, I met Andre Iguodala on a plane.
Really?
I had a layover in Detroit, and I was coming off, and I was on the jet bridge because I get to go on the plane first, and he's a celebrity, so he gets to go on the plane first. And I saw the big guy with like basketball leggings, and I thought like I'd seen some like EuroLeague players in the airport before. I was like maybe, and I like went up and looked, and I looked up, and my parents were already on the plane.
Yeah.
And I was like walking up the aisle like I'd seen a ghost. I was like shaking, and my dad was like, "What is wrong?" And I was like, "Andre, he's on the plane." And so I went up, I pretended I had to go to the bathroom in first class, and I came back and I was like, "Can you sign this piece of graph paper?"
Oh, that's funny. And he did it?
Yeah. He was reading a book called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
You can't tell no. You're you're walking down, he's like, "There's no turbulence right now."
Seatbelt sign isn't on.
I saw Mike Bibby one time when he was like, peak point guard for the Kings. But I saw him from behind. He like brushed past me, like pushed my like shoulder. I was standing in his way at a Chili's. And he pushed me out of the way, and I look him up and down. He's wearing the all Jordan tracksuit, and I was like, who the fuck's this Doug Christie wannabe? And he came out of the bathroom a minute later, and I was like, it's fucking Mike Bibby! I'm never washing my shoulder. I was like going crazy. I was like, Mom, it's Mike Bibby.
Well,
so
he's
funny.
back in town now.
Yeah.
He's him and Shaq.
Working with the Sacramento State.
Yeah,
Sacramento.
That's gonna be fun. I'm excited about that. Hopefully they make something out of that program. There was one of the dudes from Last Chance U ended up on Sac State.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that was all like mean.
Okay, I haven't followed it at all. No,
yeah,
I watched maybe like the first season.
Yeah,
when
he's
it came
from
out
the
like
first season,
a
like
while
the light-skinned
ago.
guy with all the tattoos and shit. That's all.
I might be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still on the team anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Basketball was a big part of my life. Like I played literally for 14 years straight, and I would help coach the younger kids and stuff.
Just playing every day, coaching.
Yeah, and then
watching.
Yeah, and it wasn't always like it didn't love me back as much as I loved it.
Yeah,
like
it never does.
Yeah,
never does.
But,
it's like a lover.
Yeah. But yeah, I do credit it with like a lot of building like confidence and being secure, like doing something not like in spite of the disability, but like because of it, which is kind of similar to comedy. And the way I do it is like I'm going up there and I'm talking about it. I'm not, doing observational humor, and they're like, oh, he's so inspirational,
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
That's good. It's cool to be able to have these things to like latch on to, like basketball, comedy. They really like, it's a sport, it's a game, but it does like mean so much more beyond that. It's very cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the current NBA.
Oh yeah.
Because the last episode I recorded one more right before the finals started. Me and Ben Rice did one. We talked all about the Thunder. And then I was going to have a Pacers fan on. We were going to just talk about both teams. And then something happened. The recording had no sound. This better have fucking sound. Oh, I'll be so mad if it doesn't have sound. But we checked earlier and it did. Anyways, it didn't have sound, so we didn't release it. I didn't end up doing the Pacers one, put it off. We haven't talked since February, like January. So much has happened. I don't... Need more water. I don't even know if the Kings had Zach LaVine yet.
Probably not.
They might have, because that's around trade deadline.
I'm a trades and signings guy. Like I honestly don't really pay attention to like the season and how it's going. I'm an off season and trades kind of guy.
Well, we're gonna get to the off season first, but I do want to just say shout out to the Indiana Pacers for the run that they had in the playoffs. The statistics they had for comebacks, and like, only one team in history has come back from being down 8 with a minute left, and only 2 teams in history have come down from 20 with 3 minutes left. And it's like, then they did all of those, like they had 1 game each series, 2 I think in the finals. Just incredible work. It was so depressing to see
as a Sacramento fan,
to see him go down in the finals. It was. I know what I'm getting into when I watch a former King play somewhere else. Like they're gonna do well, and it's gonna break my heart. But to see him get hurt when he was playing so well, and you really thought, like I thought Indiana had a chance
a minute into the game or whatever it was.
To upset them, like the way they were playing. That was their season. But then you also have to shout out the Oklahoma City Thunder. They did phenomenal. What they did the first 2 rounds, dispatching the Grizzlies and whoever else, I couldn't even tell you. The Clippers, I know it was the Nuggets at some point.
Clippers.
I don't know.
More.
That's how far away it was. That's how much it didn't matter. They dominated pretty much.
I do think they would have not been able to do any of that if they had let Hartenstein go back to the Knicks. I like him so much, and I think like maybe dudes that aren't, I mean you say maybe the guys that aren't filling up the score sheet, but like really that kind of like defense and rebounding.
But he brought a certain aspect that nobody else on the team brought.
Yeah.
Like Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, they're all dogs. They're all hustle, grit, grind, whatever.
Yeah.
They're not size and rebounds.
No.
And Chet Holmgren is size, but he's not strong. He's not move you out the way, get the offensive rebound.
And other than Chet, like all their big men are young dudes on rookie contracts, so they can save money.
The other Jalen Williams, I thought might have been one of those people that could step up. And he's somebody that I am curious to see if he's signed or traded somewhere else. Like, they have so many young guys that could be pieces somewhere else, and you really don't know what they are because they didn't play as much this season.
Cason Wallace,
he played a lot.
He played, but I'm saying, like, I think he's going to be.
I think he's somebody
he's
they try
break out.
to keep.
Yeah, he's going to break out in the next couple of years, I think.
Because he's phenomenal. But I mean, now we're in the off season, and they just paid Chet. They paid Jalen Williams. Shea's getting paid out. It's a lot of money tied up into 3 people for a team that was boasting about being 12, 13
CJ
deep.
McCollum is kicking himself for that CBA. He's the vice president the president of the Players Association, and that CBA is fucking everybody.
Didn't that just change?
No, well, they just renegotiated a new one.
Okay.
And that's like with the second apron and all the like cap stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone is all pissed off because they have to like have 1 million rookies and then like 4 people that are really, really good. They can't like distribute
it's hard
it
to have veterans.
Otherwise you lose first round picks or something.
Yeah, all your veterans kind of have to be like ring chasers, taking the minimum because they've already made money. And it's going to be an interesting thing. I feel like it's not bad for the league, but
no, it's good for like not having teams hoard players, but there is a middle ground that they could find where it works a little bit better. Do you think that Kuminga's going to end up over here?
That's a good question. I don't. I think it's all the Iguodala thing again. I'm trying to get more money from Golden State. I'm trying to get more money from Miami, Phoenix, wherever else.
Well, he doesn't want to go back to Golden State. He's said that publicly. I think it would be fun if he were. Like, I think he could average a cool 23 on shitty efficiency.
And see, we have that.
Yeah.
We have Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine was actually pretty efficient last season. And truthfully, I very much enjoy the fit of Domantas Sabonis and Zach LaVine together on offense. DeMar DeRozan next to Sabonis, like some of that handoff into the mid-range, attacking the basket. Like there's avenues that it works, especially putting Keon Ellis, Keegan Murray, and third guy who play defense shoot threes.
Yeah. Keon Ellis is going to have to get paid.
The key is making it work. And there were too much instances where it was Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Sabonis all on the court. Yeah. And then Keegan Murray's now the 5th option. And he's great as the 5th option, but he's never gonna get the ball as the 5th option. Like
a little bit. He's approaching it.
I think he can take another step defensively. Like he like a leap defensively. He's
got the frame.
He's shown so many flashes, like against everybody. Steph, De'Aaron, Wemby, Jokic. Like he will guard anybody. Like any type of NBA frame. Yeah. You can put him on.
He's long as hell. Like,
and he's strong, and he's down to get the friction on. I think him and Keon Ellis are kind of our 2 keys.
I know you're
but the fit is weird. It doesn't make sense. I want to get that out of the way. I don't think it's gonna work. I just like it on paper.
I know you're a Malik Monk guy, and everyone's talking about trading him.
If he went to the Warriors, I would be so angry.
Oh, you would be angry.
I'd be angry. I'm not a Warriors fan. I like Steph.
You're anti-Warriors. You're not. No.
I'm anti you guys.
Okay.
Grew up
Yeah.
in the championships. Didn't see Monte Ellis chucking up 40 shots again. I'm gonna go even further back. Like the We Believe team really is what it was. Like and the teams around them. The We Believe team was great. Like it was a fun team, but the Andres Biedrins starting years without Baron Davis and Jason Richardson, like the
bunch of dunk contests.
The Anthony Morrow and Kalena Azubuike years. Like
is that the guy? There's another Azubuike now in the league. Is that his kid?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I don't know.
I think he'll end up on the Knicks. They've always wanted him.
I want Malik Monk to go somewhere that like I would still enjoy watching him play. Honestly, like I was happy with Fox going to San Antonio because I love Wembanyama and I love Popovich. So I was like, that'll be cool. He gets to learn under Pop and he gets to play next to a fucking freak like Wemby. And then everything he's just shit on Sacramento, like his entire...
Oh, really?
Since he's been leaving, it's been like Kevin Durant levels of pettiness, like
that's annoying.
In social media and talking, like
the
commenting stuff.
or the city, or like just
everybody, like the organizations, fans not respecting him sometimes. Like
I feel like Kings fans are like
I think he unfollowed Malik Monk, like, and they were best friends, like.
In my mind, Sacramento fans are like some of the most like loving,
loyal,
respectful, loyal fans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think with Sacramento, the Warriors hate goes one. It's like LA in the Bay. It goes one way.
He also De'Aaron got the very short end of the stick.
Yes.
He was forced out of here. He wasn't the reason Mike Brown got fired, and then he was scapegoated as the reason Mike Brown got fired, and that. You can't do that to your star player. And now it's like, you can't do that to your star player if you're a team like LA or Boston. You know what I mean? You definitely can't do it if you're the Sacramento Kings who can't get star players. Like, you lucked out into drafting a guy who became the clutch player of the year and turned into an all NBA player.
I mean, I'm sure trading Halliburton, even if they got a decent return on Sabonis, I'm sure that played into it too, where he's just like, man, we had a guy that we all liked. Like, it's not like he played badly.
Yeah, I don't know if that one played into it. I know specifically the Mike Brown one did. Like, a little insider knowledge on that one. I know that one led to it. The Halliburton one, I don't know. I could see how he would be like, no, trade the other point guard, give me point guard responsibilities. And like I get to play next to another all-star center.
Absolutely. No, it does make sense.
And then they make the beam team year where you guys fucked us because he broke his hand. Even when you guys had off years, you beat us in.
Yeah, I see. I love the beam team stuff. Like even when we did lose, I was like, damn, bro,
You wore the purple headband to light when you beat me in the wheelchair basketball one-on-one. That's messed up.
We should have gotten a beam.
Yeah, that would have been fun. So what you're not even really following the NBA. You're more transactions guy, talking on Reddit, going over the trades and stuff. Would have been.
It's more like fans. Like when draft season is like my Christmas. I do like mock drafts on Fanspo.
As a Kings fan for years, loved draft time more than anything because it was like, who's going to save us this year? You know what I mean? We were always in the lottery. When I used to write for a Kings website, some of my favorite articles were like draft prospect profiles on Willie Cauley-Stein and Kristaps Porzingis and how I thought they'd fit next to the Kings.
Willie Cauley-Stein got fucked a little bit. I think he could have stayed in.
Willie Cauley-Stein got in his own way every step of the way.
DeMarcus Cousins 2.0.
Willie Cauley-Stein one time said that he didn't want to block shots because he was afraid of breaking his finger. And then I heard that from a reputable source with insider Kings knowledge that was working with the Kings at the time. And I was like, there's no way that's true. Like an NBA center would not say that he's not going to block shots. And then I was like paying attention in games.
And he would
literally he would have his hands up. And then when they'd get to the basket, he would be like jumping with them like this. And I'd be like, you're not even going for the ball. Like, what are you doing? Like, you really are avoiding it. And I mean, he was one of the greatest defensive players coming out of college. To shy away from
one block shot is
a very heavily impactful defensive statistic is like,
especially when you have the big man play that the Kings had at the time.
That was one of the things I wrote about in that prospect profile was like him and Boogie next to each other could be like a Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Twin Towers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, like the defense and the offense intertwining, and sometimes it did. Like they had a couple, big debate. I really think who I compared it to was Blake Griffin to Blake Griffin and DeAndre, where Blake Griffin was the star, could do it all, and then he had the defensive springy five, and like they had a couple moments. There were a few Boogie lobs it up, Willie throws it down where I was like, this is what I envisioned. And then there were a lot more Boogie arguing with the refs, Willie standing there like this while Mike Conley's just making open layup after open layup. So disappointing. What have been some of your favorite transactions this season?
Off-season. I like the fit of Durant and Houston a lot.
Yeah.
I like what they're building there.
Hi, how's it going? Good, how are you?
Good. I like the fit with them. And I like the young team they're building. I think they got a good balance between like veterans and young players as far as just like Fred VanVleet leading at point guard and like having championship experience.
They really have a veteran kind of at every position. Like, you got the point guard VanVleet, the wing Durant, the centers. They have Capella and Steven Adams.
And Capella coming back to them is interesting because I thought he left kind of in
on a sour note, but I think that might have been a James Harden sour, not
or a Daryl Morey sour maybe.
That's fair too, and it's a little different now, but. And it's also a little different now that you got KD there. Like, makes it easier to come back.
But this will kind of be the final test for KD as far as like a legacy thing.
Yeah.
Of like, can he do it without?
Because he went to super team to super team to super team to super team, and now he went to a team that just finished second in the West last year, and they don't have the Kyrie, the Steph, the Devin Booker, but Sengun is close. Yeah. And a lot of people think Amen Thompson's going to be
I really like
one of the breakout people this year. I love him. I think both Thompson twins are just phenomenal athletes and like so fun to watch. Seeing them on a fast break on defense is one of my favorite.
We can never get them on the same team, man.
I would love that. I would love that.
That would be awesome.
I don't think KD's going to be a good fit for them, though.
No, I don't think it's going to end well. I think it's going to be fun to watch. I think it's going to work out.
I think that's more fair. I think it'll be actually. I think there'll be a good team. Like
they'll make a conference final.
Kevin Durant next to Jabari Smith and Sengun, that much size, and you're not giving up spacing.
It's interesting. I got to play against when Jalen Green was in high school. He wasn't there because he was too famous, but his high school team had this series on overtime for the Prolific Prep team. They had a series on overtime where they would, they just documenting their season. And one of the episodes, they came in and scrimmaged my team, my basket. We all put them in chairs and we all scrimmaged. And that was super cool. So I got to play his high school team.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Jalen Green. I think there are very few players that took as much of a nosedive in like stock this season.
Yeah, I think the potential is there. It's just it's a prima donna problem.
Yes.
And I think
an attitude, ego.
Not as big as maybe
issue.
some other people, but yeah.
Let's see. What do you think of the Warriors so far this offseason?
I'm excited about a rebuild. Because of what I like. I'm looking.
You want to go back to the
not just. I don't want to go back. I still want them to be decent, but I think adding new pieces instead of just kind of trying to piece together some. I mean, we've needed a center for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, the Warriors are the place where you go if you're if shitty center and you want to be the best center in the Andrew Bogut was awful, and then we got Andrew Bogut and he was great. David Lee.
He wasn't awful.
Well, but compared to, he was a number 1 overall pick.
Yes.
He was. You know, David Lee, same kind of thing. He was very highly touted. He was very good. He was a good role player. But if you're Willie Cauley-Stein, came to the Warriors.
He was not.
He wasn't good, but he
But you guys, shout out Jeff Teague. You make them serviceable.
Yeah.
For sure. You said this. You guys have needed a center for 10 years, and it made me think. Who did you want them to draft when they had that number 2 pick?
I wanted James Wiseman. I believe.
You're dumb.
I know.
You're dumb. It's okay. We've been there. I wanted Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah. I really thought.
I also wanted Emmanuel Mudiay.
I like him.
I thought he would be great for next to Boogie.
He was pretty good for a couple of years.
Pretty good.
I like those weird, pretty good players. That's my thing.
Oh yeah,
You know, I like the dudes that Norris Cole. I like the weird. They were good in a specific space for a specific amount of time.
I just had somebody. There was this guy that put on the Sacramento Kings Reddit that he had a signed Kevin Martin beanie, and it was post your favorite memory of Kevin Martin. Winner gets the beanie. And I posted my favorite memory, which is true. I loved him. He was my favorite player before he broke out. He was just an end of the bench NBA rookie that wasn't getting playing time, but any chance he would get in, I swear to God, he threw down an alley-oop. And I was like, this guy, every time he comes in, it's an alley-oop. I remember telling my mom, watch, he's going to come in. I saw him coming in. I was like, they're going to throw him an alley-oop before the game ends, I promise. And it was 5 minutes left in the game, something like that. And with 35 seconds left, he catches one that was just beautiful. And I was like, I told you, I'm getting his jersey. And the next time we came to a game, I went to look for his jersey. They didn't have one. The entire concourse. I walked every single King store in Arco Arena. And they didn't have one, so I custom made one.
You went on NBA?
I went. They had a store in the thing that you could custom make one, and most people get their last name or whatever. I just did 23 Martin. It was the gold jerseys, and then 2 weeks later, he started getting actual playing time, and they started selling the actual jersey for way cheaper. I was I was so mad. But it now led to me getting a signed beanie from Kevin Martin. So, shout out to that.
I wonder what he's doing now. Is he doing anything fun?
Hopefully not teaching jump shots.
Yeah.
Second weirdest jumper of all time,
Michael
maybe.
Kidd-Gilchrist has got that.
Yeah, third, actually.
Really?
Sean Marion.
Oh, they ranked someone. Oh, yeah, the fucking.
It was terrible.
I had a wheelchair basketball teammate that would he couldn't bend his arms. So he would.
So he had to.
Well, no, he would balance the ball here, and then.
No, we already played. Yeah, we're recording a podcast right now. No, you're okay. You're all right. Yeah. I'm sorry. You okay? Yeah. You guys are okay. We're almost done.
No, just resting.
No, it's hot. Yeah. You're good.
Anyway, he would balance the ball like this on his arm. And then he ended up playing. He's one of my best friends. He ended up playing in college. So
it's
really interesting.
Do wheelchair basketball players have like prototypes like NBA players do? Like there's the 3-and-D guy, there's the defense.
I would say the strategy, like you were noting, like we face guard on offense and defense. So like my job was to trap a guy on the other end of the court to create numbers on a fast break. So picking happens on offense and defense, and so pick and rolls are like all you do. It's very important.
Yeah.
And so like and you don't really play positions really. Like
everybody's got a set screen.
Yeah,
you guys are kind of like the Warriors with KD.
Yeah, except for the amputees. That's who you're setting the screens for, and they come back door and then dunk on the little guys.
Yeah.
So and the whole thing is there's a classification system.
Steph Curvy.
Yeah.
I was like, I used that before.
Yeah.
No, I was like, oh, that's a funny one. And then as I said it, I was like, no, I've said it before.
No, so there's also a classification system, so you can't put 5 amputees on the court at one time.
Really?
So yeah, because in the 70s and 80s.
That seems discriminatory.
Well,
right?
So tell us. I'm like a 1.5 or a 2. And then amputee would be a 4. Below the knee amputee would be a 4.5. So like you can only have 14 points on the court at one time. So you have to balance it out between the abilities so that it's somewhat fair. And so like someone with a higher level disability that can move around a lot better is super valuable because they don't take up as much points, but they could do as much as somebody that takes up more.
It's like players on a rookie contract, a second round draft pick. All right,
really interesting.
That's fun. That's fun to know. What do you think about Damian Lillard going back to Portland? Me too.
I think it's
that
great.
makes me so happy.
What I thought was going to happen was because he wanted to sign with the Heat earlier. I thought he was going to sign with the Heat for a year, use their rehab facilities because they got crazy
top tier.
Yeah, and then go somewhere else after that. But I am, if he was going to go anywhere, I'm happy
going back
he was
home
back in
is
Portland.
Great.
I hope they can get CJ back when he's off his contract.
That would be
and just,
fun.
Like,
let him retire together.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that he asked Milwaukee to go rehab in Portland, and they were like, no.
You can't see your kids.
And then they were like, but we will actually pay to end your contract, so you can just go do that. Like that. I know they didn't really do it like that on purpose, but.
That's one of the things that made me seem like, oh, these people are not people, they're products. 100%. Like, oh, you can't go see your kids. You have to stay in Milwaukee.
Yes. Milwaukee of all places. What were some I'm going to make sure this is still recording. What are some of the other top, yes it is, like Miles Turner to Milwaukee, I love. I think him next to Giannis is going to be...
Him not going to the Warriors is a yearly gripe for me because he's the dream. But
that's fair.
I mean, I like it. It's going to really give them some insurance and not just having Giannis be the guy, especially now that Chris Middleton is gone.
Brook Lopez has been phenomenal for them.
I mean, Brook Lopez, I think, is the most underrated player in this league. Yeah, I mean, he's like 47, 8 years old, and
the way he turned into just a 3-point assassin is insane.
But yeah, him mentoring Miles Turner, I think, will be the most important part of that because that's basically what Miles Turner is.
I don't think he's.
Oh, he's not there anymore.
He's
on the Clippers.
He's on Clippers. Yeah.
Oh, I wish he was still there.
They got the oldest team in NBA history.
I like that team though. I think that's gonna sneak up.
I think that'll be a fun one as long as they stay healthy.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to say that for a team that's that old.
Yeah. And has James Harden on their team.
Who else moved around? DeAndre Ayton went to the Lakers as if that's gonna do anything.
I think it'll do better than we think it is.
I think Luka makes his centers so good that it's gonna look like a great.
It's gonna be like
deal
at
first.
It's gonna,
But by the end of the season, it'll be like, where's DeAndre in the playoff game? And Luka can't do it himself.
I don't think he's
got it.
And
LeBron's on Golden State now.
I think LeBron will go back to Cleveland if he goes anywhere else. Or Miami, or he'll do like a.
Yeah, Miami I think was a fun option. I don't see Cleveland doing it again.
Oh no, because they're doing great.
They're doing
got
good,
a thing going.
and
I like the Lonzo thing for them. That's going to be great.
Yes.
That's going to be really great. I'm really a fan.
Who else moved around? What do you think about Cooper Flagg coming to the Mavericks?
I think that was rigged. I think
so too.
I think Adam Silver had his dirty little hands in the bucket for that one.
I think you're right about that one.
But I do like the fit. I mean, obviously they're trying to create like a whole next Dirk thing. I think they
just had the next Dirk
and they fucked it. But yeah, but I think that it's gonna be a kind of thing where he's gonna be like an all-star like twice. Maybe he'll win a Defensive Player of the Year, but he's not gonna be this like
Cooper
massive
Flagg?
Generational. I think he'll be a very good player and like he'll win championships and shit. But I don't think he's like an MVP caliber, like first team All NBA kind of guy.
I think it's going to be very fun to watch Dallas San Antonio games over the next 10 years, because I do think just the way that he's been so like touted by NBA players, not by the media, because they hype up whoever they hype up, but the way that he's been hyped up by the Olympic team that he was playing with last year, and just some of the players that I've heard talk about him, like showing up in high school, showing up in middle school, like competing with them in 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that, like giving somebody work.
I think he's going to be a very good player in the NBA. It's not that he's not going to do well.
Yeah.
It's just like the ceiling people. It's like Chet. Like when Chet came in, people were setting, like he crossed up Steph Curry. Oh my God.
That's fair. That's very fair. But I do think it's a little different. I think
obviously he's more ready than Chet. Like he's not skinny.
I think he's got that offensive kind of like a Kobe mentality. Like I can score and I'm gonna score, but also like I play basketball. Like I'll set up the teammates, and if Kyrie gets healthy soon, I don't know if he's gone all season. That sucks, but to be playing next to AD and Kyrie.
Oh, if Kyrie comes back, it's a whole different. Yeah. It's a whole different ballgame. It's a.
I think he's gonna do very well. Who else? Is there anybody else you want to talk about? Who are some of your favorite players to watch? Favorite young players?
I would say I'm going back to the Warriors, but I'm just like in that vein of like role players that are I think gonna make an impact. I mean, I think Quentin Post, I like him and just like what he can offer as a cheap center, and like Guy Santos as well. I mean, he's not going to be the most wonderful player in the world, but solid defense. I think what I'm looking to see come into the league in the next couple years is like, because we've seen the kids that have come in that are influenced by Steph, KD, all that stuff, but like I want to see one kid that is a Draymond Green. I want to see. I don't think we're going to get it, but my dream is like some guy that just totally embraces the game the way that he has, and not for the Warriors, can like contribute for
whatever
a whole
team.
Other team.
I don't think we're gonna see the Draymond type anymore. I think that type of
even with the small ball, stuff going on.
I think like offensively, yes.
Yeah.
I think personality-wise.
Oh yeah. I just meant like the two-way kind of playmaking intensity that he brings. I mean, of course, we're never going to get someone that steps on anyone's. chest.
I think that's all going away with the AAU teammates.
They're all friends.
They're all
now.
friends.
They grew
all
up together.
They don't have that dog in them the same way. But yeah, I do love. I get what you're saying, and I think we have kind of seen that already. The Scotty Barnes and the Franz Wagner, Paolo Bancheros. Yes, and I think that's where that's where they'll see. Honestly, it goes both ways, because I could see that leading to some success for them, but also like some of Draymond's success came from him being
an agitator,
an asshole, like overconfident, like just trusting, like some of the shots that Draymond would take, you'd be like, no, don't do that.
Whenever he
some
takes
drives,
a three, I'm like, fuck, and then it goes in, and I'm like, oh my god.
He'll hit these like leaning like floaters sometimes where it's like he's losing the ball, and you're like, why'd you even take that?
Because I can.
And then he's flexing on everybody, and you're like, I get it. He's hyped up.
Yeah.
And I think some of that hype and intensity leads to...
I do think we need to bring back a little violence into the game of basketball.
I love it. Like I said, Boogie's one of my favorite players of all time. I emulate it when I'm playing basketball. Like, I'm not getting mad when... Yeah, I'm not getting mad when we're bumping chairs down here, but like, if we played like a 5-on-5 game and like there was any type of discrepancy, I'm immediately like, leave him open, you know, like I'm gonna start talking shit immediately. And there have been so many times. I think every adult league I've done, I've got a tech, at least one tech. I've gotten ejected twice for just arguing with a ref and a player, like about
Every
to fight.
team needs one guy.
And I will continue to be that guy.
My coach had this thing where some dude fell
It's
out.
always me in like the center too, which is hilarious. And like, I think that's another thing, like a Draymond kind of tactic where like, I just took your rebounder. You know what I mean?
Biggest dude. My coach had this story where he was playing and this dude fell out of his chair and he had an extra cushion in his pants, so he was taller. and he was like, you can't do that. And the ref was like, well, I can't like reach in there and check. If you want to do it, go ahead, but I'm not going to do it. That's weird. And so the dude tried to fight him, and he was like, you want to go outside? And he was like, no, we can do it right here, and just started fucking beating the shit out of him.
Oh,
yeah, wheelchair basketball is like a full contact sport is the other thing. In a way that basketball, like
you guys fight like in hockey?
I wish.
That would be fun.
No, but yeah, like people are going at very high speeds in metal chairs. Like I've gone on a fast break. Some dude has slid in front of me at the last moment. I've like gone over his lap.
Oh.
And yeah, it's fun in that way where it's just it's kind of a return to just like real physical.
Yeah.
It's a slower game. For sure, but it is like you are like.
It's fun.
I mean, like the whole.
Yeah, that whole thing's messed up. I'm going to give this back to Logan all dinged up, but oh well, shouldn't have trusted me. All right.
Yeah.
Where can people find you, Avery?
Avery Dauer Comedy on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I'll be moving to LA in the next week, so I'll be around there for a bit.
We're losing a good one.
I know. I'm going to try to stay on Bay Area Roast Battle. I'm going to try to bribe Moses and let him stay on.
You are going to stay on for this season for sure.
I'm talking about next season.
Next season we'll have to negotiate contracts.
I think what I'm planning to leaking my plan here. I'm gonna try to fly back and battle early in the season.
Use your parents' address for
exactly
like my mom would do to get me to go to the good school.
It didn't work.
It did not work. My parents, her parents lived in another state. It did not work. Yeah, one of the best roast battlers we got. I'm gonna put this out later this week, so it'll be after RBL Weekly, but just had his first ever #1 RBL battle.
Thank you.
Him and Logan Farr.
I did call that one. I left and I was like,
yes.
That's good. All I need now is #6, and I've hit every one.
All right, we'll book you against
Jared Senna Part 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say Buddy, but that already that happened. Yeah, so congrats on the #1.
Thank you.
Bay Area also scored points on the #2 battle this week. LA scored nothing.
So does that mean we're back in the wild card?
We're leading the wild card, and we're only 5.5 behind LA right now. This is all stuff they don't care about. But
we don't give a shit. We do.
If you like the basketball podcast, follow Hardwood Hangout on Instagram. Follow Jay Means on Instagram.
With a Z.
Yeah, fun times. Let me know who you want to see me play next and what we'll play on. Maybe I'll play knee scooter basketball next time. Yeah, all right.